Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage and welcome back to episode 25 of Europa Universalis 4 as the Iroquois. Something very odd has happened. I've just loaded up the game basically to make another couple of videos, and I've noticed that the option to continue, instead of being my last save, was only giving me the older autosave. It wasn't even giving me the most recent autosave or the manual save. Now, I'm fairly certain that I did manually save the game because I generally always make sure that I do when I finish recording. Not only that, but the autosave is missing. The older autosave is there. Now, when I just checked my previous video, I finished the last game. I think it was on the 14th of October, 1673. Now, the older autosave is the 1st of January. And I've got the game set to save every 6 months. So the autosave would have been the 1st of July 1673. So there was apparently no autosave on the 1st of January or the 1st of July of 74. So I'm not too sure what is happening right now. Either way, I don't appear to have those autosaves, so I guess I'm just going to have to carry on from here, which is very annoying, but what else can we do? So I'm not exactly too sure what I am going to be doing now. We still want to go and attack Breton, Louisiana. That was always the sort of the plan here. And we're not bothered about Congo coming in. But I do believe at some point Utrecht wasn't going to come in and it was just Burgundy. So we are going to have to wait and sort of try and get back to the point we were at. We've got a mission to colonize a province. We'll take it. It's the only mission available. We can take our Diplotech. We probably did that before. Unfortunately, I can't really remember what I did in those last couple of years. And I don't really, at this point, want to have to go in and... I don't really want to have to go in and re-watch the old video to find out. So what I'm going to go and do is I am going to start moving my troops down here to deal with this. Our air is now a tactical genius. Fantastic. And we want to try and catch them off guard. Now, another thing that I'm thinking about doing is making the creek into a march. Now, the problem with making somebody into a march is that if you later want to integrate them, you have to unmarch them, which normally gives you a stability hit. That's not going to be the case because we're full diplomatic ideas, lowered impact on stability from diplomatic actions. So if we did make them a march and then revoke that status later on, that we'd still get the negative opinion penalty, but we wouldn't lose the stability. And as we are a few techs behind military-wise, I think having another little army around is more useful than integrating a dozen provinces that are relatively low development. So I'm going to go and designate these guys a march. So it won't pay any taxes, but it will have a greater military capacity. How much money are we getting from them? We're only getting one ducat 56 per month, which is not a huge amount. We have a fair bit of inflation as well. We get rid of that, we'll be making more. So let's go ahead and designate these guys a march. It'll increase their manpower, their force limit, reduce their maintenance. These guys are going to love us for a while, and it makes them a lot stronger. And I'm going to feed Breton, Louisiana to them. That is kind of the plan. Now, hopefully we're not going to get any rebellions rise up, so we will need to keep our eyes on that. And we're not at full maintenance, so we will have to wait. Didn't see an autosave fire either. Military tech cost increases or we lose a stability. Don't want either of those things to happen. 16th of October 83, that is 10 years away. And we are, I don't know, getting close to taking another military tech. We are still behind. We're behind on admin as well. But I think we will go ahead and just take the... I don't really want to take the stability here. I'm going to take the military tech cost. We'll just have to pay the price. Because we'll get... If we take the... Sex lose influence. If we take the loss of stability, we'll have more unrest and then we'll be dealing with rebellions. And this is one of the reasons why I'm trying to avoid doing that. Unrest is here. Is still only minus 1.2. Our friendly troops are giving minus 1.79. That's kind of what I was waiting for in the previous video. We were waiting for that to tick off and burn away. We could just go ahead and spend our military points on idea groups, but I don't think we will. And we've dealt with those guys nicely. Now, we do want to keep sucking up to people. 13 colonies don't hate me. Improved relations are pretty much topped off, so that doesn't really matter. French, Mexico. We could go ahead and improve some relations there. So let's go ahead and do that. What about New Portugal? New Portugal. Let's go and improve relations over there with them. And we've got the Spanish West Indies. So we'll do a few improving relations just to try and get some of these people to like us a little bit more. We want to keep one diplomat free, of course, because we want to be able to declare war when the time comes. England still absolutely loves us, or Great Britain, which is fantastic. France is still being integrated by Spain, and Brittany is got 2 provinces over here, and they're under siege by rebels, so that should help us out. Mexico's opinion changes, and we get more merchant power, or French Mexico's opinion changes and we lose power. Well, I don't really care as much about their opinion as I do about having the money. So we'll do that. I probably went through these states. I know there was some we could improve. See, that one's actually worth quite a bit. We'll go ahead and do that one. Will cost us a little bit in admin points, but I feel that it's worth doing that. Just try and work anywhere that will make us a decent amount of money. Probably not too many places. Now, obviously, we've got estates now demanding land, which is fairly typical. That is going to be the nobility. So let's go ahead and give the nobility some land. Always want something that's got some fairly decent manpower, I suppose, because that's where we benefit the most. That's a good trade province. Actually, we'll give them that anyway. That should be enough. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, first of all, I want to see what happens when we get to the 1st of July. Will it actually autosave? Because I'm a little bit concerned as to why the autosaving didn't seem to work. Yep, it's autosaving, so it should be working. So we're almost up to the point where I ended the previous video. Let's go and have a look at this province here. Want to make sure that the unrest is low enough. So the unrest is now negative 1.3, which still isn't quite enough. If I go ahead and move those troops off of it, we could still get a rebellion. But let's go ahead and have a look now if we were to declare war over here. Utrecht would not come in. Now, this is kind of the point that we were at before. So we've got Congo we don't care about. Utrecht won't come in, so they have no, they won't have use of their boats. Burgundy will get involved. Now then, but Burgundy I don't think have any ships. So let's have a look at the ledger. Let's first of all go ahead and look at the navies. I want to sort by country name. And first thing we want to do is find Burgundy. Well, Brittany first of all. Brittany have 1 ship. Brittany have a heavy. That's all they've got. So they've got no transports. Burgundy have no ships at all. Utrecht aren't involved, but if they were involved, they have 9 lights, so they've got no transports. So they've got no way of getting anybody over here from the mainland. And Breton, Louisiana has no ships either. Okay, fantastic. So let's go back and have a look at the armies here. And again, we want to sort by country name. So Brittany probably has nothing because they're under siege by rebels. Apparently Brittany has got 10,000 men. But nobody really knows where they are. Breton, Louisiana has a 1 stack. Well, that'll be easy enough to deal with. Utrecht isn't going to be involved in this war. Burgundy's got 23,000 men, but no boats. And Congo would also be involved in the war as well. Congo have 20,000 men, but I'm guessing Congo have no navy either. And they probably can't get over here even if they did. Congo actually have some transports. Congo could theoretically come over here. They're military tech 14. They are still tribal though, so we could wreck Congo if they came over. So I think we are going to go ahead and try and take this war if we can. We can probably do it with the 15 stack. So let's go ahead and raise up the army maintenance. We'll still be making a profit even doing that. We should be able to get in here and take these guys out nice and easily. I am going to go down to speed 4 just for safety's sake. And we'll go ahead and declare the war. Utrecht aren't going to come in, which is fine. So let's go and jump in. Now, at this point, I don't actually know where Brittany's army is. It is quite possible that they are... It is quite possible. We can call our allies in. Who could we call in? We can actually call Britain in. I don't think I'm going to... we'll leave them out of it for the time being. We might need to call them in later. But I think for the time being we're okay. Let's split the army up and let's just go and siege out a couple more provinces. They've only got a 1 stack down here, so we really don't need to worry too much about that. It's all really going to be if they decide to start bringing any of their buddies in. And once we get that province, I'm just going to roll over here and kill that stack. It won't be an overrun, unfortunately, because we're not quite 10 to 1, but we should probably still get the stack wipe anyway. Be surprised if we don't. Yeah, we did get the stack wipe. So let's go and start moving into some of the other provinces. These occupations are all going to go quite nicely for us, so I'm not too worried about this. So there's only a few provinces here. Now, we need to get some war score against them to take it. Maybe we do want to get England in, actually. England can be... If England are willing to come in... Do you know what, England? We don't need to promise your land. We've got 10 favours with you, obviously. So get involved, England. Go and do some stuff. We'll leave these guys to take that out, because my plan is to give all of this land over to the Creek anyway. The Creek do still like me, don't they? Yeah. Do they have any potential revolt risk? None at all. They've got no liberty desire whatsoever. So that's absolutely fantastic. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to siege everything out, and then turn it all over to them. Now, we are still losing war score. That's because the war goal is the capital here, which we currently do not control. Here comes the 13 colonies, because remember, we haven't just got England, Great Britain in this. We've got all of Britain's colonies as well. Breton La Planta is involved in this as well. And there's Breton, California. Wow, you've got a fair few things going on. So, yeah, there's Breton, Oregon, there's California. It's actually just, it is still Britain. Yeah, Britain, California. We could get over there, actually. There's more Brittany over there. I wonder if that's where their army stacks are. So, where was the other one, then? Breton La Planta. No idea where that is. You're all the way down there to the south. Wow, Brittany really has been colonising hard, haven't they? Well, okay, they've probably got more troops than I thought they have if you count all of their colonies, but I think we'll be able to deal with them nicely. Once we've dealt with this over here, I might even march over there and siege out California. If we can get enough war score, we can take that. What I'm hoping happens is I'm hoping that Great Britain goes over there and sort of deals with Brittany. Because if Great Britain get their forces over here and can get Burgundy out of the war and deal with Congo, that would be fantastic. However, the AI is not always particularly good at doing stuff like that. So let's get these guys together. We've got these provinces over here. That's fantastic. So let's go and group this stack up together. Now then, are we using the right guy? Are you the one with siege? You have no siege. What about the guy that we've got up here? You have no siege either. So we'll just use this guy. And it's one hell of a march. I'm not even totally convinced we can get there. Yeah, we don't actually have any way of getting there because we have no transports. If we could get access through French Mexico, we could do this. Would you be willing to give me military access? And indeed they would. Now we should be able to get over here. Fantastic. So we'll go ahead and do that. I don't think there's any other troops over here that we really need to worry about. I should probably unpause the game. That'll help immensely. But yeah, I don't think there's any troops over here that we need to worry about. This fort is turned on. It probably doesn't need to be, so let's go ahead and turn it off. It does need upgrading, actually. Probably what we should do is actually upgrade it to the level 3 fort, so level 2 fort or whatever. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll march over here and try and siege out California. They've got Protestant zealots over there anyway, which is fine. We don't mind if Protestants get involved. And we can't really get down here to La Planta. That's not going to happen at all. Now then, Great Britain, are you getting anything done over here? Looks like you're trying to land... No, you're shuffling some small stacks around, but you're not really getting involved. Oh, you in another war? No, you're just in this one. Well, they certainly could be helping us. We shall see. Right, okay. We'll recall these diplomats, because they're not really going to be any further use. What are you doing down here, Portugal? Sod off. So, are we over here? We're not far away. We're getting there. So, I don't know how many troops these guys have got. To be quite honest, I didn't actually look, but I think we'll be alright. So, if we go ahead and move into this province, and we'll detach a siege. We'll go ahead and move into this province. Creek's coming with us as well. So, we'll detach a siege there. Why wouldn't you let me detach that siege? Have they got a fort here? It's not letting me detach. I'm hitting the D key. Why won't you detach a siege? It's just weird. Is the button even there? Detach siege. Yeah, why is that button missing? It's just weird. Either way, we've got it. So let's march you over to there. You can move into this province. Now, there's a 6 stack there. We could go ahead and get rid of that stack and just grab it. Because this is actually Brittany's land. So it'd be actually quite nice if we took that from them. We'll leave the creek down here to capture the capital. They may well turn it over to us. It's quite a possibility. A lot of free diplomats again. We've occupied somewhere else. Let's go over and grab this one. And then as soon as we get this, we'll just go and march on that stack over there. So we want the 14k stack. Let's get over here. Obviously, the more land we can take, the better. It would be nice if we could get Brittany out of the... not Brittany. It would be nice if we could get Burgundy out of the war, because that would give us more war score. Newfoundland's actually come in over here to help. We are still renewing a fair few loans. We do need to get rid of them. So we shall work on doing that. Now, is this actually a... what have we got going on here? Control of a province. We'll take the admin power. This is a... It's still a colony. However, it's a colony that is almost done. So I think if we... I think we will seize it, actually. Because if I seize the colony, then I can core all of this stuff. It does put us on the opposite side, which is a little bit risky, because the Great Basin here is wasteland. So let's just go ahead here and... we need to select the troops. But we can... Why can't we seize the colony? Oh, it's out of colonial range. That's disappointing. I guess we could try and vassalize them, maybe. Mind you, they can't separate piece them. That's the problem. We can't actually separate piece these guys out. And as the Panama Canal doesn't exist currently, it is well out of our colonial range. As it says, if we go and have a look at the colonial map, which is somewhere here, yeah, our colonial range reaches to about here. And this is well outside of it. So effective distance is 2,000 and our colonial range is only 630. We haven't got a chance of grabbing any of that. A little bit of a shame, but sieging it out is still worthwhile. Now, I think I want to come back with the army. There's no point staying over here. I mean, they could get a rebellion, which is a possibility. And has given us some positive war score. I don't think we can piece out anybody individually. Yeah, we couldn't piece out any of those guys. Burgundy and Congo, we could... Oh, Utrecht actually came in. I didn't think Utrecht were going to get involved in this war, but apparently they did. Nobody appears to have landed any troops over here, though. It is quite possible that Great Britain is just dealing with them for us. There is a hostile troop down there. Great Britain is actually sieging out Brittany. He's only got a... He's dropping off some more. I was going to say he's only got a 1 stack. But he's just about to drop some more off. Now, why don't... Well, he's already locked. I was just going to say, you've already taken the province. It would have been far quicker just to dock up. But he's dropped... Yeah, 21 stack. That's going to be an overrun. So, Brittany is going to be fully sieged very shortly. Utrecht only has a 1 stack, and they're a single province. So, if we wait for Britain to go and get Utrecht out of the war... Burgundy's just 2 provinces. So I think we just sit in this war for a little while and let Britain do its thing. It's a real shame that we won't be able to take anything from California. Not yet. I mean, there are future wars where that may be possible. Where we may be able to go and grab some of this. I'm guessing we wouldn't even have the option. Let's just say we were to declare peace. Yeah, we could actually make Brittany a vassal. Now, if we make Brittany a vassal, what happens to their colonies? Do they become our vassals as well? Having Brittany as a vassal might be useful. But yeah, we can't directly just take over their colonies. That's a shame. How much money do you have? Only 54 ducats, also not a lot. But I'm not really bothered about Brittany. What I mainly want to do is hand all of this over to the Creek. I'd love to take this, but I can't core it, so it'll never be something that is available in the peace deal. It's just uncoreable. Yeah, there's no way I can take any of it, which is a real shame. And I don't want to just vassalize Brittany, because I think that's a little bit too risky. Let's go ahead and just turn all of these provinces over to... do you know what? Are you going to allow me to press any of the right buttons today, Brain? That button, and you want to go over to the Creek. So let's just flip all of these over to the Creek. Make sure we don't accidentally give anything over to Britain. And that's a colony as well. Interesting. Now we have seized a colony. Is that still growing? Looks like we've got a few colonies going at the moment. Got a few Breton colonies here. That's fine. But we can't flip this over. It's not actually growing at the moment. I mean, I could take it as my own and then flip it over. We would have to have troops on it in order to do that. So let's just go and march down there and we'll just seize the colony. Now, Brittany's already willing to peace out, but I was kind of hoping that we could get Burgundy or Utrecht out, because we could take money from them. One of our leaders has died, which is unfortunate. Which leader is that? It is this one over here. Let's go ahead and replace him. Will we get somebody decent? A 2121. Not fantastic, but not the worst guy I've ever had either. Britain's still sieging out Brittany's capital. And you're probably not going to get access through France, so getting to Burgundy might be tricky. However, you should probably be able to go and deal with Utrecht. Come on, you got a wall breach and you're on 14%. Fantastic. So you've managed to siege out Brittany. So the question is now, will you pick up your troops and will you take them to Utrecht? Or are you just going to sit around there scratching your head? I guess we could probably get enough war score to attempt to vassalize them and take all of their land. Unfortunately, then we've got a 2-province vassal that's right next to France. Now then, Britain, where are your transports? You are dropping more troops off, which you really don't need to do. You should be picking them up, not dropping them off. Look, it's a scary navy that Britain has. 15 heavies, 14 lights, 45 transports. We can take a... Apparently that said we could take a tech, and then it disappeared. I suppose the institution's penalty went up slightly. Now, we're not going to be coring here, because we're going to be giving stuff to our vassal. Or our march, I should say. So let's go ahead and grab that. Not bothered about the HRE at all. Ah, yes. Great Britain are actually landing in Utrecht. So we'll wait until they've done with that. And if they can take that, we can separate piece them out. It'll give us more war score against Brittany. And it'll also mean we can probably take some money from them as well. I'm actually surprised that you landed there with such a small force, Great Britain, considering you've got 45 transports and a 22 stack just sat around here in Brittany doing nothing. However, that is probably a good point to end the video, so thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying EU4. I'll see you on the next video, and until then, goodbye for now.